friends, hello, welcome back. We're on to the conference finals in the NHL Post Stanley Cup playoffs this year, and we have two absolute units of teams in the Colorado Avalanche, the Edmonton Oilers, both teams finding their way there in different scenarios here. Nonetheless, though, we're going to get a little extreme today. We have taken all the Colorado Avalanche players of today that are good, and I shouldn't say good, but are at the top of their game, the best players on this team today, and we're combining them with the historically best players to ever lace them up in a Colorado Avalanche uniform, and we're facing them off against a team of Edmonton Oilers of the exact same protocol here, if you will, where we're taking our best players today, bringing them together, building an all-time Edmonton Oilers team. We're going to face these two teams off, see which one would come out on top. You guys mentioned you enjoyed our first video we did with was what? Colorado and St. Louis, I believe. So here we go again. If you've seen that video, you probably already got an idea what this all-time Avs team looks like. Solani, Nathan MacKinnon, again, just can't help but mention how sick of a center this guy is. Out of all the players in Colorado's gone through over the years, Nathan MacKinnon's top lining that team. Then you got Curry, you got Rantanen, Sakic, Forsberg. That line is going to be absolutely unstoppable. I can only imagine a second unit going out there and a deep pair trying to slow those guys down. And you got Kadri, you got Landeskog and Hejnuk out there, and Lemieux, Tanguay, and Valeria Nishushkin ending things here on that bottom unit for Colorado. On defense, Ray Bourque, Hale McCarr, stud. Rob Blake, stud. Devin Tays, stud of today. Samuel Girard. I am a big Samuel Girard guy. You know why? He's only 23. That ain't why. The real reason why is because the guy is just, I remember, was it 2 years ago now? 3 years, 2 years, 3 years? I just remember picking him up in fantasy. We've talked about this before. You build that sentimental attachment to players when you get these guys off waivers. When they start to blossom into a stud fantasy player and they're on your team that year, it builds so much sentiment. I don't know how else to put it. I love it. Doesn't matter what sport it is. You go out there, you build that attachment to him. It's like, oh, I got that guy in free agency. The next year, he's like a top 10 player in the league. You love it. Unless you're Tommy Pham and you're out there slapping guys because he was upset about some fantasy football thing. That's a baseball reference. I don't know if y'all get that, but Connor McDavid, Connor, that's a nice name to it. Connor McDavid's gonna play alongside Wayne Gretzky and again Yari Curry, lacing him up for a couple teams here. He's only 61, ain't bad. And we got Glenn Anderson. You got Leon Draisaitl. He's going to be playing with some friends. Mark Messier, might have heard of him. They're going top heavy in Edmonton. Really top heavy. We're talking two of the best players ever. They might end up being in the category of two of the best players ever, or three inside the top five when all things are said and done here. We'll see. Ryan Smith, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Zach Hyman, Jesse Puljujarvi, Jason Arnott, and Evander Kane wrapping things up. Then we have Paul Coffey, Chris Pronger, stud D pair at the top of it all here. You got Kevin Lowe, you got Tyson Barrie. We have Charlie Huddy. That's he's got a little bit of I want to say like he's got something schemy going on behind. Like he just dropped a turd or something. I don't know. That ain't it. That ain't the reference. Yeah, it's like he looks like that the guy, the uncle at the family get together. It's like, pull my finger. That's kind of the look I'm getting on that photo. I don't know. Darnell Nurse holding it down on defense, or in net we have Grant Pure and Curtis Joseph. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Colorado, Edmonton, game one. I already know how we like to do it. Let's get game one out of the way real quick. Edmonton gonna jump ahead 1-0 early. I feel like the Colorado team here's got a little bit more depth, but Edmonton, you talk about two top lines that are just, or at least the top line. How do you slow down McDavid and Gretzky playing together? That's going to be the question that Colorado has to find an answer to if they want to win this series. Here we go. Game two. Edmonton all over. Exactly what you expected. Gretzky, McDavid, Draisaitl. What are they supposed to do? How do you stop these guys? Well, first of all, maybe a shot from way up there you don't let in. And maybe the shot from behind the net in the corner you don't let in. But I mean, you ain't stopping Gretzky in the slot. That ain't going to happen. Period two. Nothing. We're going to the third. Edmonton up 3-0. They're not only are they winning and dominating, they're blanking the Colorado Avalanche. Darnell Nurse is going to get a goal. Edmonton has 4 goals now. Colorado's trying to bounce back. Nathan MacKinnon. Nice shot right there from Nathan McDaddy. But Edmonton coming right back for it with another McDavid goal. Forsberg trying to answer, trying to keep this team in. It's still a 3-goal game. When you have a team this high-powered and you put them on a power play like that, you have a chance to get back into it, but they're not. Draisaitl again. It is the Draisaitl, McDavid, and Wayne Gretzky show. Does that sound familiar, Edmonton? I feel like you've heard that before. The Edmonton, specifically the McDavid show lately. What McDavid has been killing it throughout playoffs so far this season. You talk about a guy just carrying his team. This is going to be a heck of a series, I think. I think you look at it and say, look at the way the Colorado Avalanche have played this year. They've got a team that you just think it's going to be good for a very long time, but you think at the same time, it could be their year. But then you just look at the absolute tear the Edmonton Oilers have gone on so far in this playoffs and think, how in the heck are you going to slow them down? It's going to be an interesting one. Colorado 1-0. They need to win this game. Rantanen with the goal. They find themselves down 2-0 in the series. They have got to find a way to win. You don't want to go down 3-0 against this Edmonton team. Too much momentum for Chris Pronger on wall. That's the first time we've seen Pronger's name there in a little while there. Mark Messier and another big save there. It has been all Colorado so far in this period. There's a goal for Colorado. They're going to jump ahead 2-0. Jari Kurri with the goal. Edmonton going to drop one. Might even get blanked here. They will get blanked. 3-0. Colorado's going to win game 3. A much needed game 3 win for the Colorado Avalanche. Can they even things up in game number 4? Colorado jumps ahead 1-0 early. Tuimo Solani with the... Where in the heck was that shot? Excuse me? Is that supposed to be a wraparound? Because that does not look physically possible where the G is. It must have been a wraparound. Nazem Kadri, though, right in the circle. He might have just taken a shot off the faceoff. Who knows? A couple of them, though. You look at it, Messier returned the favor. They are just letting guys shoot in front of the right inside the crease right now. You can't do that and expect to win a hockey game. 2-2 after 2, though. Or after 1, I should say. Colorado going to jump ahead 4-2. Kurri, Sakic. Colorado is coming back. Down 2-0 in this series. It was looking pretty bleak. They got a chance to come home, though. Play on at home ice. Get a little momentum. They find themselves with a 1-goal lead after a Paul Coffey banger from the point. There's an insurance goal, though. That's what they wanted to see. Cale Makar said, what you can do, I can do better, Paul. 2-goal lead once again for the Colorado Avalanche. Look at these shots. Edmonton, you know there's 2 halves to the ice, you know? Like, there's a left and a right. You can shoot on either side if you want. I don't think I've seen something like that before. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had about 11 shots. And I think they had, 1, maybe none from the opposite side there for about half of that period. That's crazy. Who's playing left defense for this team on his... was it Makar? Is it Makar? I'm trying to think who was playing with him. It wasn't Devin Tays. If I seen the name, it'd stick out. It's not going to, though. It's alright. Crazy. Somebody was playing some lockdown on that side, though. I'll tell you what, I ain't going on that side. They just wasn't even trying. They put him on an island over there. Here we go, game 5. Split, or the series is split 2 apiece. Edmonton's going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Gretzky's got a couple after 1. Hyman's got a goal. Patrick Waugh had a lot of difficulty slowing down Wayne Gretzky. I believe a lot of goalies have said that in their careers. Rantanen going to bring one here, and the Colorado Avalanche. We're just trying to speak a little too fast. Colorado Avalanche with MacKinnon, Rantanen, names of the day. Trying to bring things back for this team. They find themselves down 1 goal. Edmonton with another one. They have been all over Colorado in this period. Colorado's got 1 shot through 15 minutes. They got 2 now, but 1 is on the wrong side of the ice. That doesn't matter, though, because it's a 3-4 game. Colorado might find their way back in this one, but they won't. Evander Kane had a big goal there. Bottom unit finally coming in big for the Edmonton Oilers. That's kind of the difference maker you can see in a lot of these games. What is that bottom 6 play come playoffs? Can they grind you a couple goals across? They got them one there. Colorado finds themselves down a game. Heading into game 5 or game 6, they have got to win this one. Colorado goal early. Joe Sakic. Let's get 2 out of the way. Still 1-0. Absolute slugfest between the goalies, if you will. Mark Messier with the shot there. Power play Oilers, and they're going to get one. Edmonton's going to tie this one up. Mark Messier with the goal. Colorado ties it up on the power play. And Colorado's going to have to go out here and find a way to score a goal here because their chances of winning the series are kind of on the line here. 5 minutes left. And we have a Ryan Smith goal, and there, or not a goal, on a shot. There's the goal, though. Colorado takes the lead. Nathan MacKinnon does it for the Avalanche. 3 minutes left. Can they hold off Edmonton, though? When they got 6 guys on the ice, they will. There's the empty netter. Colorado puts a couple in. A little insurance action. Colorado takes this series to a Game 7 after that win at home. Here we go. Both teams have won at home. Both teams have won all their home games so far. Will that be how it is for these Colorado Avalanche Edmonton Oilers come Game 7 or come conference finals here? Let's take a look, though. Going into Game 7, I think... no, I still think the Oilers... I want to say it's their year. But, man, do I like the Colorado Avalanche. I love how young that team is. I just like Colorado. I like the team in general. They got a lot of likable guys on Colorado. I just love to see them succeed here and get a cup. That'd be great. Here we go. Period 1 ended. Please, Edmonton, thanks for the goals. Draisaitl, Gretzky, MacKinnon. The studs are doing what the studs are supposed to do so far in this one. Putting pucks in the back of the net. 3-1 Edmonton. Greg? Greg the leg? Is it Greg? I want to say it's Gary. Could be Greg. Gary with the goal. He's a little bit past my time. I think he's about... He played when I was like negative 20-some years old or so. So please understand a little bit. No, I don't think it's that long. Playing in the mid-80s, right? I think. I'm going to say it's mid-80s. 3-1 Edmonton, though. Here we go. Third period. Colorado's got to find a way to get back into this one, and it is not looking good. Paul Coffey with the goal. Another clap bomb for Coffey. That's what the man does best. Colorado coming back. 2-goal game. Forsberg in the circle there. 2 goals to 8 minutes. Anything can happen. If you're these Colorado Avalanche, you got to get one. That is not one for the team you wanted to see, though, here, Colorado. Curry's not scoring for the team he's supposed to be, again, if you're Colorado. 3-goal game. And Edmonton's going to wrap things up. They're going to win this series in 7, though. You expected nothing less between these two teams. You put an all-time team together. You put a regular, current team together. I think you get the same results. I think we're getting a 7-game series. And this is going to be a heck of a series to watch. I really think so. MacKinnon, 10 points, 7 goals. Forsberg, 9. Gretzky, 8. McDavid, 7. He's going to do better than that in real life. I can tell you that right now. He might put up 14. We're going to see 4-3, 917 out of Fuhr. Patrick Wall, 3-4, 901. Fuhr or Wall struggling a little bit there on the save percentage department. Goes against a little high as well for him. Seen a few less shots than Grant Fuhr. Fuhr just played really well. As for this video, guys, as always, if you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate you consider subscribing. You never have to. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.